There's something about Halloween night, a strange, unsettling energy that brings out the mysteries and hidden fears we bury deep within ourselves. Darkness falls, and shadows come alive. But for some, Halloween night isn't just a thrill. It's a reminder of real-life horrors and unsolved mysteries that still haunt families, communities, and investigators. Tonight, we'll dive into 10 chilling, real-life cases that remain unsolved, each one forever stained by the chilling specter of Halloween. Let's begin. Case 1. The trick-or-treat murder of Peter Fabiano. It was Halloween night in 1957 when Peter Fabiano's evening took a fatal turn. Imagine this. The doorbell rings. Peter opens the door expecting a trick-or-treater. But instead of a child, he's met with a masked figure holding a gun. Without a word, the figure pulls the trigger, leaving Peter dead on his doorstep. His wife, Betty, was devastated, and as detectives dug into the case, they uncovered a bizarre twist. The trick-or-treater was an ex-lover of Peter's wife. But despite arrests, there are whispers that not all the truth came to light. The full story remains as dark and twisted as that Halloween night. Case 2. The disappearance of Cindy Song. In 2001, Cindy Song, a college student dressed as a bunny, left a Halloween party in State College, Pennsylvania. Cindy was a bright, ambitious student, someone you wouldn't expect to simply vanish. But when she left that party, it was as if she walked off the face of the earth. Friends and family searched frantically, but clues were few and far between. There were rumors of a gang connection, a possible abduction, even sightings, but none ever led to Cindy. Was it a random act, a carefully planned kidnapping, or something darker? Cindy's story remains a ghostly presence, lingering in the town. Case 3. The murder of Martha Moxley. On Halloween night in 1975, 15-year-old Martha Moxley went out with friends in her affluent Greenwich neighborhood, her evening filled with typical teenage fun and laughter. But Martha never made it home. Her body was found the next day beneath a tree in her backyard, bludgeoned with a golf club. Suspicion quickly fell on the Skakel family, relatives of the Kennedys, but years of investigations and political influence have clouded the case in mystery. Even with a conviction that was later overturned, the Moxley family and Martha's friends still don't have the closure they deserve. What secrets still hide behind those closed doors? Case 4. The Orange Socks Murder. In 1979, a grim discovery was made along a Texas highway on Halloween night. A young woman, strangled, her body left in a ditch. She wore only a pair of orange socks, the detail that earned her the haunting title, Orange Socks. Who she was and who ended her life remain mysteries to this day. Police followed leads, searched missing persons reports, even created reconstructions of her face, but she has remained nameless, faceless, and justice for her has remained out of reach. Who was Orange Socks? And why did someone choose that lonely Texas road as her final resting place? Case 5. The death of Ronald Sisman and Elizabeth Platzman. Halloween night, 1981, New York City. Ronald Sisman and Elizabeth Platzman were found in their apartment, both brutally murdered. Their apartment was ransacked, but something didn't feel like an ordinary robbery. It's been whispered that Sisman had connections to dangerous secrets. Rumors even connected him to the JFK assassination. As investigators pieced together the clues, they were left with an eerie sense that this crime may have been a targeted execution, possibly orchestrated to keep someone's secrets buried. But who? And why? The truth remains locked away in the city's shadows. Case 6. The death of Chaim Weiss. In 1986, a yeshiva student named Chaim Weiss was found dead in his dorm room the morning after Halloween. His death wasn't just tragic, it was laced with ritualistic elements. Orthodox Jewish customs had been observed at the scene, and it appeared as though his killer, or someone close to him, left signs meant to confuse or obscure. Investigators have been stumped for years. To this day, no one has been arrested, and Chaim's family and friends are left with only whispers and questions. Was it a ritualistic killing? A tragic misunderstanding? The eerie details only deepen the mystery. Case 7. The Jameson family disappearance. In 2009, The Jameson family, father, mother, and young daughter, set out to look at land they wanted to purchase in rural Oklahoma. Days later, their truck was found abandoned, personal items scattered around as if they'd simply vanished. It was just days before Halloween. It wasn't until 4 years later that their remains were discovered, decomposed and scattered in the wilderness. No cause of death, no explanation, just silence. Was it foul play? Did the family encounter something or someone they weren't meant to? The story remains a haunting, silent echo in Oklahoma's hills. Case 8. The murder of William L. Camp. In 1983, in the quiet town of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, William L. Camp's body was found brutally murdered in a local park on Halloween night. The scene was gruesome, and nearby, symbols were left as if to mock or terrify anyone who discovered him. But despite the strange clues, police couldn't identify a suspect, and William's case has remained a chilling tale of horror, lurking in the dark corners of town lore, without answers. Case 9. The murder of Chelsea Bruck. Chelsea Bruck, dressed as the iconic Poison Ivy, attended a Halloween party in Michigan in 2014. She was last seen alive in the middle of the Halloween festivities, surrounded by strangers. Months later, her remains were found near a river, miles from the party. A suspect was eventually convicted, but many questions linger about what happened that night. Some believe there are other accomplices, unknown figures lurking in the story's shadows. Chelsea's case remains both a tragedy and a warning of the dangers that can hide in the excitement of Halloween. Case 10. The Lady of the Dunes. The Lady of the Dunes, an unidentified woman found in Provincetown in 1974, isn't linked to Halloween itself, but her story holds the same eerie quality. She was found with her hands nearly severed, as though her identity was meant to be erased. Over the years, many theories have emerged, even linking her to background characters in movies or novels. But her name and her story remain secrets, trapped in the dunes of Cape Cod, waiting for someone who knows the truth to speak. These mysteries, stretching over decades, remind us that Halloween is a night of both thrills and real fears. What do you think? Could these cases ever be solved? Or are the answers forever lost, haunting the streets and fields where they occurred? Share your theories in the comments, and let's keep these mysteries alive. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay curious. And until next time, happy Halloween and stay safe out there.